Good morning. I'm Michelle. Welcome to today's class. Today's class is a power core flow. So we'll work the whole body, but we'll start with some core cultivation. So if you're ready, we're going to start lying on our backs. And I'm going to start with my knees bent, my feet wide, and my knees towards each other. I'm going to find a supported spine. So, supported spine, my back is down, my tail is slightly curled under. I'm not forcing it too much. I'm just feeling my back on the mat. I'm bringing my arms comfortably away from my body, relaxing my face and my jaw. And just taking a few moments to let go. Let go of the distractions that were before you stepped on your mat. So hopefully you have a nice quiet place for yourself. Let go of any distractions of the mind, anything in life that might be weighing heavy. Just set it aside. Really important to take this time to focus on your breath, connecting the mind to the body. And in order to do that a little clearer, start to activate your Ujjayi breathing. So we start to control our breath, narrowing it down to just the nose. As we inhale through the nose, we're pulling breath through the back of our throats. So we create this sound as we inhale. And then we create that same sound as we exhale out of our nose, feeling this vibration in the back of our throat, even a slight restriction where it feels like the breath has a smaller airway to move through. We'll try to breathe deeper on the inhales and slower on the exhales, evening out the lengths. Relax areas like your face and jaw. We tend to create tension in the back of our necks by gritting our teeth or pressing our lips or making a funny face. Just constantly check in. This practice is a way for you to get to know your body, get to know the areas that activate right away, but also trying to focus on areas that aren't activated so you can start to activate them. When you're ready, bend your knees if they're not already. Take your hands behind your head and just start to drop your knees in towards the middle and out. So your feet are nice and wide. Your knees are just gradually moving in and out. You can make this move a little bigger and try to get the knee down towards the mat, but it's not about that. It's about just warming up the hip muscles, the low back muscles, and warming up our core. We're going to bring the feet a little closer, and I'm going to bring my hands by my side, supported spine, so you see no space between my back and the mat. I'm going to lift my legs up. I'm going to tap my heels down and up. As I tap down, I'm in a neutral spine. And in a neutral spine, you probably can't see it, but the lumbar area lifts away from the mat about the size of a peanut, size of a grape. I'm not smushing it when I bring my knees in, but you certainly could smush it. When you smush it, that's the supported spine. When you lower, that's a neutral spine. Now you can go so low that you're not even in supported or neutral, and this is causing harm on the low back. So try to draw the front ribs in and down, belly in and up, sacrum flat. Just one more. Awesome. still just warming up those back muscles and hip muscles. Take your hands behind your legs and we'll pull the knees in and out. Exhale in, inhale out. You might notice when my knees move away from the chest, my low back slightly lifts, but I'm aware of it. I'm controlling it. And as I bring my knees in, I'm back in that supported spine. Just one more. Then we'll bring the right knee in. Both feet are flexed. You'll slowly lower your left foot down. Relax your feet and then roll around your right ankle. And reverse it. Flex both your feet. Float your left heel up. Lift up your head, neck, and shoulders this time. Imagine there's an orange underneath your chin so the chin's not on the chest to where you can't breathe. And the chin's not all the way up where you're causing tension on the neck. So it's somewhere right in the middle. If you have an orange, place it there. Switch. Bring your left knee in. Squeeze. Lower your head. Lower your right leg. Relax your feet. And then roll around your left ankle. And reverse it. Close your eyes or fix your gaze. That helps to keep the mind from wandering all over the place. Lift up the head, neck, and shoulders. Orange under the chin. Neutral spine or supported. Lift the right leg. Take your hands behind your head this time and then yogi bicycle. Shoulders off the mat. Orange under the chin. Exhale, shoulder to knee, not elbow, shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. For 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Try to even stay off your shoulders during the transition. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees in. Rest your head down. If the knees come into the belly, great. Don't force it. Rock your ears, left and right. Now, if you feel something on either side, I want you to pause there. And that's where we learn about our bodies. And then we breathe very deeply. We guide the breath into those areas of tension and stress. We wake up those cells. We bring energy into those cells. And as we exhale, we release tension. We soften and let go. Bring your hands by your side. Bend your knees. We're going to lift up and kick out for 20. Lift up and out. Up and out. Find a rhythm with your breath. Exhale, inhale. 5, 6, 7. And you can go as low as you can with your legs as long as you keep a supported spine. If your back starts to lift away from the mat, you're going to wake up in the morning and your back's going to hurt. So really important, supported spine. 5 more. 5. Notice how we're lifting the low back, keeping the chest and the shoulders down. And the next one we do, we're going to keep the low back down and lift up the shoulders and chest. Reach for your toes, orange under the chin, and pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Dig your heels into the mat. Lower back is pressing into the earth. 5, 4, 3, 2. Orange under the chin. Take your hands behind your head. Lift up for 10. Press your heels down. Press your belly in and up. Elbows wide. Orange under the chin. 10, 9, 8. Exhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Exhale, bring your knees in, lift your head up, take your hands behind your legs. Inhale, rock yourself all the way. Woo! Up and over. Listen, when you do yoga outside, you have bugs and stuff to deal with. So it is what it is. All fours. Stack your shoulders over your wrist, hips over your knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Grip your mat with your fingertips as if you were trying to bunch the mat into the palms of your hands. On an inhale, let the belly dip. Lift your heart. Pull your shoulders back. Open up the front body and lift your gaze. At the top of your breath, pause. Feel your pose from the inside out. Feel your toes, your shins, your hands. Exhale very slowly. Round and curl as you puff up the back by finding that rooting sensation in your hands and your feet. At the end of the exhale, pause. Hollow out the belly, drawing your tailbone to the back of your knees. Inhale, let the belly go. Pick up your feet and tuck your toes. Exhale, round and curl. Push away from the earth. Oh, he's coming back. And then we'll start to circle around the mat, moving your hips over to the right and exhale to the left. Can you come get him? My bug guy's here. Reverse your direction. Big breath in. Big breath out. So good. Bring it back to neutral and just a quick stretch in the wrist, dialing your fingertips back. Oh, he was getting up. Making little circles.
Get on there.
And then we'll lean back onto the heels, lift up the hands, and flip the palms up, fingertips face in. And if you need to alternate between the two because you're having a hard time getting the wrists down, because this is not a wrist stretch. I see that so often in every single yoga class I've ever taught. There is always someone in there resistant. So notice if you're resisting and try to soften. Bring your knees together, keep your toes tucked, and on an inhale, sweep with your arms out and up. At the top of your inhale, squeeze your knees, inner thighs, press your palms together. On an exhale, open up your arms, keep squeezing your knees and your inner thighs. Start to activate your bandhas. Mula bandha, the space between your sit bones, your sphincter muscle. Uddiyana bandha is the wrapping in of the ribs and drawing down towards the hip bones. So you feel yourself rising out of the low back. Inhale, reach the arms up and let the exhale flow right into it as you bring your hands back down. Separate your knees. Find your way into a plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists or a little further over the fingertips. Navel to spine. Eye of the elbow is either facing each other or the front of your mat. Try your best to get your heels over your toes as you firm up the thighs, drawing the flesh of your sit bones towards your heels. So if I had an arch in my back, even just a subtle one, that would be the neutral spine. But I'm in a supported spine here, so there's no space it's nice and flat. Maybe a little rounding. Maybe I'll find a little more movement in my shoulders. Navel in, ribs in and down. Awesome. Take your right hand to the center of the mat and pivot your heels to the right. Lift up with your left arm. Take a breath here. On an exhale, we're going to lift back up to the heels. Take the left arm, thread it through. Try to get your shoulders and hips squared. On the inhale, shoulders and hips stack. Exhale, square. Inhale, stack. Exhale, square. Inhale, stack. Exhale, square. This is 5. Inhale. We're going to switch it up. Bring the left hand down and pivot your heels to the right. Lift your right arm up. Shoulders stacked. Chest is stacked. Hips. Inhale. Exhale. You'll lift to the heels. You'll thread it through. Square your shoulders and hips off the best you can. Inhale. And exhale. Oh, it looks like blue skies. Inhale. And exhale. Notice I'm not moving fast. I'm feeling everything. I know where I engage the most. I'm used to it. It's in my hands. So I'm trying to find more engagement in my feet and activate more of the muscles in my legs. Inhale. Exhale. Lower your right hand down. Take a breath in. Lift your low belly. Wrap your arms in so you feel the chest muscles start to engage. And then lower to your elbows. And then we'll do 20 Sphinx lifts and lowers. So we inhale, the thighs touch, the heart lifts. We exhale, lift the hips, lift the belly, squeeze in. Inhale down, exhale lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your hands where they are. Push with both hands simultaneously. Float your elbows off the mat. So you're in extended plank with a supported spine. Belly in. Gaze at your fingertips, not your cleavage. Fingertips, not your cleavage. Start to lift up your hips, finding your way into downward facing dog. So start to pedal out your heels. Look up at your hands, make sure they're shoulder distance apart. Index fingers or middle fingers facing forward, whichever one you like, whichever one you feel you have a better grip with. If you can't get both heels down, keep a slight bend in your knees. Draw your belly in and up. Awesome. On an inhale, we're going to shift forward back to our high plank. We're going to exhale, lower halfway down and pause. You can do this with your knees down and then lower all the way to your belly. Bring your fingertips aligned with your nipples. Squeeze your elbows in, shoulders in, neck is long. Press down with your feet and lift your chest for baby cobra. Hold for 5, 4, 3. Don't squeeze your glutes. 2. Make sure there's no wrinkles in the back of your neck. The neck is nice and long. 1. We're going to stretch the arms back, relax the legs, and bring your right ear to the mat. Give your hips a little wiggle. Take a deep breath in. Cleansing exhale out of the mouth. Deep breath in. Bring it back, hands underneath the shoulders, elbows in, tops of the feet press, your pubic bone presses. Peel your chest up on an inhale, cobra pose for 5. Neck is long. Feel all 10 fingertips gripping the mat, bunching it up into the palms of your hands. Feel your toes. Don't squeeze your glutes. Pull your belly back at the beginning of the inhale. Breathe into the sides of the waist. Feel the breath lift your heart and broaden the collarbones. One more breath. Slowly lowering, bringing your left ear to the mat. Stretching with your arms back, giving your hips a little wiggle. Taking a nice deep cleansing breath in. And a cleansing breath. So good. Third and final. Hands under the shoulders. Press down with the feet. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, magnetize hands to hips. Find baby cobra, lifted cobra, or the full expression. So as my hands are gripping the mat, I'm wrapping my elbows in. I feel as if my shoulder blades are magnetizing towards each other, pulling and pushing my heart forward and up. My thighs lift pretty naturally, so don't force it. On an exhale, we're going to lift the belly first, then the hips, downward, facing dog. Shake out your head, no. And shake out your head, yes. Lift your heels, look to the top of the mat, and take little baby steps all the way up. Once your hands get up between your feet get up between your hands, 2 fist distance, soften your knees, belly rest on your thighs the best you can, hang heavy. Explore your body. Explore where you feel pretty strong, where maybe you focus on, say, your feet all the time in this area. Can you focus a little more maybe on the back of your legs, maybe as if you were pushing your legs towards the back of your mat? Can you send breath more into the back body and maybe up towards the shoulder blades? Shake your head no and yes. Ground down and in with your feet. As you release your hands, keep your knees soft. Draw your lower belly in and inhale. Ragdoll all the way up to standing. Exhale, roll your shoulder blades up and down your back. Inhale, reach with your arms out and up. Exhale, lift your gaze, find a back bend. So start at the ground up, ground into your feet, down and in. Imaginary block between your knees and inner thighs. The flesh of your sit bones draws down towards the heels, not in towards your pubic bone or out towards the back of the mat, but down. Belly in and up. Ribs are lifting up and out of the waist. Shoulders are relaxed. Neck is long. On an inhale, bring your gaze forward, soften the knees, open up the arms, and find a forward fold. Chin to chest. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Like a wave in motion, follow the same rhythm as your breath all the way to empty. Inhale up to prepare. Soften your knees and step back with your left foot. Lower the left knee. Untuck your back toes and rise up to your Anjaneyasana, your low crescent lunge. And now start to check in. Right knee over right ankle. inner right foot, so that instep is really pressing down, not too much, but enough to feel the work. Hands are together or apart, it's totally up to you. Hug your outer right hip back, and then feel the left thigh pulling forward and up. As the thigh pulls up, feel your tailbone lengthen down. Feel your belly pull back and up. On an exhale, circle it around, frame your right foot, and straighten the right leg. Lift your right toes. Toes to your nose on an inhale. And as you exhale, chin to chest, nose to knee. Feel your outer right hip hug back. Strong grounding in the right heel. Left knee, and then isometrically pull the two towards one another. Keep your left hand down and lift your right arm up. Take your gaze to the right. And then lower your right hand down. Bend the right knee. Tuck your back toes and lift the left knee. Left hand stays down, right arm lifts for lunge twist. Make sure that back leg is activated. Make sure you're rising, not sinking. Start to pivot your toes to the right. Feel your right bicep reach back by your ear, and maybe you can lower your left hip a little more. And if the hip lowers, dip your ears back. We're going to take the right hand in, bring it all the way over to the left, skater pose. Left knee bends, right leg is straight, arms open up. Trying to get your torso parallel to the ground. Float your right toes up. One more breath. And then we're going to lower the left butt all the way down for runner's stretch. Take a deep breath in. If you need the support of your hand behind you, feel free, use it. If you want the hands out in front of you, or hands to heart, or even a slight twist, or maybe a bind or half bind. We're going to bring the hands back to the heart. Lift up and pivot all the way over to the left. Left foot stays grounded. Left knee is bent. Bring your gaze forward. Bring your right knee to meet your left knee. Right heel squeezes the butt. Flex your right foot. Kick the right foot forward. And find pistol squat. Right leg lifts. Left knee in. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your right knee in, take your hands behind your legs, and float your legs up for bow pose. Supported bow pose or no support for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to bend your left knee again. You're going to use momentum, reach forward, lift up your butt, take your hands back, take your right foot back and up, standing split. For 5, for 4, feel free to pop up into a handstand. 3, 2, you're going to soften both knees on 1. Step your right foot next to your left. Bend both knees, lift all 10 toes, and on an inhale, find chair. Gaze down at the knees, make sure you see your toes in front of them. If not, shift the weight back into the heels a little more. Pull your belly in and tailbone in neutral. So not tucked in, not sticking out, but somewhere in the middle. Lift your gaze and get longer on the side of the waist. On an inhale, toes down, you rise. On an exhale, find a back bend. Lift your knees, zip your quads, and rise up and out of the low back. Steady your gaze, smooth out and even out the lengths of your breath. Inhale, gaze is forward, knees are soft. Exhale, and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, neck is long. Open up your mouth and exhale, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Soften the knees, place your hands down, step your right foot back, lunge. Lower your right knee down, untuck the back toes. Inhale, rise to your Anjaneyasana, your low lunge. You can always do this with the knee up. Scissor hug the inner thighs. Rise up and out of your low back. Fix your gaze or close your eyes. Get longer through the sides of the waist. And on an exhale, circle it around, frame your left foot. Shift it back, half split pose. Toes to nose, inhale. Exhale, fold. Knee to nose. Scissor hug the inner thighs, isometrically pull left heel and right knee towards each other. Inhale, come up halfway. Right hand stays grounded, left arm lifts. Do your best flexing those toes. I know it really does create a lot of tension in the back of the legs, so if you need to soften, soften. Lower your left hand. Bend the left knee. Tuck your back toes. Lunge twist. Stay or pivot your toes. Stay here or move with the right hip forward and down and the left bicep back by your ear. Feel where in your body you need the strength, you need the breath, and focus there. We mostly focus on areas where we're already strong. We're like, yeah, we got this. But can we bring some awareness into the areas where we're not that strong, where we aren't that flexible? Maybe it's the mind. Yeah, maybe it's the mind. Lift up the hips, pivot the toes, bend the right knee. Skater. All 10 toes face the left side of the mat. Torso is as parallel to the ground as you can get it. And then float your left toes up. Keep lifting your belly at the beginning of your inhale. Feel your spine elongate and rise. And then find runner stretch. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in, finding the same expression on this side as you found on the other side. We're going to bring it around to the right. Look forward, draw the belly in. Slowly picking up that left knee, knee to knee, hug it in, hollow out the belly. Flex your left foot, kick it through, pistol. Lower slowly. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Boat pose, supported or with bent knees. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the right knee, lower your left foot, use momentum, lift yourself up. Lift all the way back and up to 3 to a standing split for 5, or a few hop ups. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soften both knees. Step with your left foot next to your right. Lift all 10 toes and slowly rise. Chair. Check in. Make sure your weight is back into the heels. Knees are behind the toes, not in front of them. On your next inhale, your toes come down. You rise, find back bend. Keep lifting the kneecaps. Firm up your thighs. Draw the flesh of your sit bones down, belly in and up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the palms together to initiate the twist. Keep guiding your left hip back and the left knee in to the right. Draw your belly in. And find this twist from your navel center up so the hips don't move. The rib cage moves. The right rib cage moves up. The left rib cage moves to the right. Inhale back to center. Fingertips graze the earth. Rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press the palms. Initiate the twist. Keep hugging the outer right hip back. Keep pressing the knees together. Rotating the ribs to the left. Inhale, fingertips graze the earth. Squeeze your butt cheeks, press the knees, and rise. Exhale, open up the arms, and with a flat back, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, step, jump, or float it back, low push-up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Stay right there or flip your dog. Right arm circles up and over your head. As the hips lift, the heart lifts. Gripping the mat with your left hand, grounding it with your right foot. Left foot, take your right foot to the inner left leg. Take your right ankle on top of the left ankle. We're going to start right foot back in front of your left toes. We've done this before. Reach forward. Pick up your heels. Reach forward. Now you can lower this right hand to make stepping up a little more accessible. Or you can do your best. Pick up the right foot and step it up. And then we'll ground the left heel. Rise up. Warrior 1. So in Warrior 1, you want to ground into more of the outer edges of your feet. Your right foot guides the outer right hip back. And the outer left foot inner spirals the left thigh forward. So it's as if your back inner thigh were lifting up. On an exhale, cactus your elbows. And on an inhale, interlace your fingers. Make a fist with your hands. Feel the front of the body opening up. Keep hugging the outer right hip back. On an exhale, humble warrior, chin to chest. Let the arms ride off your back. Bringing your right ear to the inside of the right leg, whether it gets as low as the knee or not. Inhale, pull yourself up halfway. Keep the binds come to the ball of your back foot. Bring your gaze 12 inches in front of your mat. Push off your back foot and lift your left leg for warrior 3. Do your best to face your left toes down. Soften the right knee. Step back with your left foot. Keep the binds for a pause. Or keep the bind until you find your feet. So in warrior 2, you look down at the inside of the right knee, you see your big toe. If you don't, move the knee, not the foot. Left foot, strongly rooted, outer edge, arches lifting. Open up your wings. 3 pumping warriors. Arms reach as the legs go straight and strong. Exhale, warrior 2. Guide left groin towards right heel. Inhale, squeeze the feet together. Feel Mula Bandha. Feel the belly lift. Exhale, feel the contraction and the tightness in the front body. One more inhale. And exhale. Flip your right palm, reach it forward, and exalt, peaceful warrior. Left hand crosses in front of the body. Take your left hand to the right rib cage, and as you inhale, feel the right rib cage lifting out of the waist. Bring it back. Warrior 2, heel toe left foot in, half moon. Reach 12 inches in front of your right big toe. Lift your left leg up. Left hip stacks, left shoulder stacks. Left toes facing the left. A strong root down in all 4 corners of that right foot. Steady your gaze. If you want to bend your left knee and reach back for the foot, feel free, play, or stay. We're going to pivot around to revolving half moon. So the hips will close off, your left toes will face down, the left hand comes down, and the right arm floats up. Lowering your hands as you step back to pyramid pose. All 10 toes face forward, feet are hip bone distance apart. Inhale up to the fingertips. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, navel to spine, ribs in and down. Exhale and fold. Tuck your chin to your chest. Try to bring your forehead to your knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your left hand to the inside or outside of the right foot or ankle. Take your right hand to your right hip or maybe up to the sky. Try to get a little longer on the right side of the waist by grounding your right big toe and moving that right hip back. Firm up your thighs and then take your right hand down. Soften the right knee. Step back with your left foot to a lunge. Take your left hand flat and tense your right fingertips. Inhale, sweep your right leg back to side plank. We've been here before. This time, stack your ankle bones, stack your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, inhale. Exhale. Take your right forearm down. Pivot your heels to the right. Lift your left arm. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Left forearm down. Pivot your heels to the right. Lift your right arm up. Right hand down. Pivot your heels. Lift your left arm up. Left forearm. Right hand. Right forearm. Left hand. Left hand. Right hand. High plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, cobra. That's nice, isn't it? Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. take a few cleansing breaths here, or find an inversion of your choice. Maybe a headstand, maybe a forearm stand, maybe a handstand. Maybe you're like, my shoulders are not feeling it right now with all these planks and forearms. Just one more breath. So when you're ready, meet me back in downward facing dog. And we'll start the finishing up process. So left side, inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Stay there or flip your dog. Very lightly place left foot behind the right. Spin heart and hips up to the sky. Bring your gaze to the right or left and bring your left foot on the inner right leg. Left foot on top of right. And then left foot in front of the right. Spin around to the front. Left hand down or up. Left foot steps forward. Right heel comes flat. Rise up. Warrior one. Lift up the heart. Rise up and out of your low back. Feel your foundation, your feet. Feel the grounding force of your breath and also the elevating. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your elbows. Inhale, interlace your fingers. Exhale, humble warrior. Pull the belly in. Tuck your chin to your chest. You're in it here. You're already in it. If it's possible, you start to lower a little more to the inside of that left leg. Keep hugging your left hip back. Keep letting the arms lift away from the back. Inhale, halfway lift. Gaze in front of your mat, lift up the back heel. Rise up, warrior three. Right toes face down. Hips are squared, shoulders are squared. Keep the bind, soften, bend the knee. Step back with your right foot to warrior two. And take a few moments to find your feet. Left toes, ankle, and shin face forward. Left knee opens towards that left pinky toe. Outer back foot grounded, inner right arch lifted. Shoulders squared over the hips. Open up the arms. 3 pumping warriors. Reach the arms up, engage your thighs, and get really tall. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, press down in order to rise, feeling the grounding force, feeling the lightness. Exhale, warrior two. One more inhale. And exhale. Flip with your left palm, reach it forward, find peaceful warrior. Take the right hand, grab a hold of the left side of the rib cage, and as you inhale, feel the left rib cage lifting out of the waist. Feel your left knee moving forward, keeping the left thigh as parallel to the earth as you can. Inhale, rising up, heel toe your right foot in. Find something 12 inches in front of your left big toe to rest your gaze on, and find half moon. Right hip stacks on top of left. Right shoulder stacks on top of left. Stay there or if you bent the knee on the other side and grabbed a hold of the foot, feel free, play or stay. Revolving half moon. So the right hand comes down, the hips close, right toes down. Left arm lifts. You can always keep the left hand down to help support your balance if balance is an issue today. Lower your left hand, soften that left knee, step your right foot back, pyramid pose. Make sure your feet are hip bone distance apart. Inhale, pull left hip back, right hip forward, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Tuck your chin to your chest, pull your navel to your spine, and try to touch your forehead to your knee. I've been practicing for over 20 years. My forehead's not on my knee. I can get my forehead to my knee if I bend it, but I don't want to do that, do I? Unless I bend both knees. So if you bend one knee in this pose, you bend both equally. Inhale up to the fingertips, and then move your right hand to the inside or outside for more challenge. Twist, left arm lifts. Try to get a little longer on the left side of the waist by feeling the left hip hug back and the crown of the head energetically stretch forward. Left hand comes down. Right hand, step it back, lunge. Right hand down. Left arm lifts. Side plank. Right foot back. Inhale, bicep by your ear. And then exhale, left forearm. Side plank. Right arm up. Right forearm down. Side plank. Left hand comes down, side plank. Right forearm, left forearm. Bring your right forearm and hold. Awesome job, guys. This is our last little push. Hold for 5. Lift the belly, firm the thighs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do Sphinx lifts and lowers, bringing one knee in at a time. Inhale down, exhale right knee. Inhale down, exhale left. That's 1. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale out of your mouth like you're telling someone to shh. That forced exhalation will help you activate the core muscles a little better. 2 more. Last one. Hold your forearm plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, extended plank. Ugh, I gotta do it over. Lift both your elbows at the same time. Grip the mat, pull the belly in, lift. Woo! Stretch it back. Pull the belly in for 5, for 4, for 3. Go further. 2, and 1. Lower the elbows. Lower your knees. Take a deep breath in. Lower all the way to your belly. And then we're going to reach back for our feet. Bend the knees. Grab your feet or your ankles. If it's too much to grab both, just grab one at a time. And whatever hand is free, you can bring it in front of you. And it's not about squeezing the heel to your butt. It's about just kicking in to the hand, creating this tension and this stretch. Stretch in the front body, a little tension in the back body. Inhale. Be mindful of your neck, so if you're all the way here, lower it, take the wrinkles out. One more breath. We're going to lower slowly. Bring the feet down. Take your hands by your temples. So hands are here. We're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center and up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, relax. 2 more on each side. Inhale, up. Exhale, right elbow, right hip. Inhale, up. Exhale, left elbow, left hip. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, last one. Exhale, elbow to hip. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to hip. Inhale. Reach forward with your hands. Forehead to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Get your legs comfortable. Press down with the feet. Lift your thighs. Lift your chest. Inhale, reach out with your arms. Flip your palms up. Touch your index finger and thumbs together. Keep your neck long. That's 1. We're just doing 5. Inhale. When the hands touch, exhale. Inhale. Palms up. Fingers touch like a diamond shape. Thumb and index finger. Inhale. Exhale. This is our last one. Inhale. Getting into the shoulders and working our back muscles. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, lower your forehead. Lift your right leg. Head is down, hands are down. And lower. Inhale, lift your left. And lower. 2 more on each side. Inhale, right. And lower. Inhale, left. And lower. Inhale, right. Lift your left arm. And exhale, lower. Inhale, left. Lift your right arm. And lower. Inhale, lift arms and legs. Exhale, pull it back. Elbows towards your hips. Inhale, reach it forward. And exhale, lower. Just 2 more. Inhale, lift. Keep the neck long. Exhale, pull. Don't squeeze your glutes. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower. Awesome. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale to a cobra. Exhale to child's pose. Bring your knees together. Sit back on your heels. Take your forehead to the mat and your hands by your feet. Stay here because you're really enjoying it. Or take your hands, interlace them on your tailbone. Palms touch. Stay here because you're feeling a lot of tension and it's good enough because it is good enough. Or bring the crown of your head as close to your knees as you can and start to lift your seat and your hands away from your tailbone. If it makes sense, flip your palms away from you. Bring the palms back to press. Lower your hips and your hands and inhale, pull yourself up. Bring your knuckles to the right hip. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Bring your knuckles down towards your feet. Open up the chest. Lift your gaze. Pull your belly back. Gaze is forward. Bring your knuckles to the left. Right ear to the right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, center, palms together, press, pull away from the tailbone, pull the belly back, lift your gaze up. On an exhale, release your hands, reach up, take your hands down, wrap your arms around and give yourself a nice big hug. Tuck your chin to your chest, inhale. Feel your breath in your hands. Inhale, open up. Whatever arm was on top, bring it underneath now. Give yourself another hug. Grab a hold of your shoulders and breathe into your hands. Inhale, open the arms, out and up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Walk your knees up between your hands. Knees together, feet apart. Can you throw me the block? If you have a block and you feel a lot of sensation or you can't even get your hips close to the ground, sit on a block or a couple of books or a magazine or bricks. I got some bricks. I got a frog. I got a plant holder, plant pot, whatever you want to call it. Find whatever you can. This pose shouldn't cause you discomfort. Yes, it's got a lot of sensations. I honestly don't feel anything when I elevate my hips. And I ask myself, am I really doing anything? I know I am, because when I first started with this pose, my block was so much higher. It was so much higher. And then I started lowering it. And then if I really want to get into it, I can stay here. Although I'm feeling a lot of sensation around my thighs. I feel a little bit in my knees. I don't feel it in my shins or the tops of my feet, but I do hear people say that that's where they feel it a lot. And my daughter heard me say this yesterday when I was doing a little class at a park. And someone said, "Oh, Miss Michelle, it hurts so much here." And I had this big smile on my face, and I was like, "Oh, you're so lucky. That's a bonus." It's a bonus. You didn't know, but you have tension here, obviously, if you're feeling it, because this really doesn't have anything to do with your feet. But if you feel tension there, breathe there and try to be calm. This young man was breathing heavily, and he was and moaning and groaning. And then when I sat in front of him and I just looked at him and we talked and everything started to calm, he was like, "Oh, wow, it's starting to feel better." We have to calm our minds first. Connect with the breath, linking the mind to the body. And then things feel doable. We don't have to stay long. Like now, I could stay in this all day. But if I want to feel more, then I would go back to my elbows. Now I feel like I'm back where I started. Like, holy crap, here I go again. Here's all that sensation. But I'm not, we're ready to come out. So we're going to come out all fours. Cross at the shin bones, the ankle bones, or whatever. Roll yourself back to seat. Stretch your legs out. Really important. When you come out of these poses that are pretty intense and maybe seem a little awkward, you're going to feel a lot in the knees. Feel it. Bring all of your awareness and attention to it. Feel a sense of gratitude that you have this ability to feel things in your body you might not otherwise feel in a regular day. Like driving, walking, standing, leaning, working. Pop your knees up and down. These sensations are always there. It just takes us to stop, hone in on our physical, mental, and spiritual selves to connect. The emotional body, everything works together. We're going to slowly roll all the way down to our backs. and find a Shavasana. And take just a few breaths here. So when this might not be you, get into my Shavasana, my glutes are always on. So I have to check in. I start at my feet. Are my feet relaxed? I wiggle my toes, my ankles. I'm like, okay, once my feet relax, everything else starts to fall into place. And then I get to my face and I relax my jaw. Separate my lips a little, but I'm still breathing in and out of my nose. From here, we're going to take a pigeon variation. So left foot flat, right ankle on top of your left thigh. Lift up your left foot and thread your right hand through the hole. Left hand around the back of the leg and you pull. If you have a little more flexibility in your shoulders or longer limbs like me, grab the front of the shin. But make sure your shoulders aren't off the mat. They're plugged into the spine and down into the mat. I like to rock side to side sometimes, just massaging my sacrum and my low back. And then we'll place the left foot down, lift the right leg up, roll around the ankle a few times. Oh, this is bugging me. And reverse it. Lower your right foot down and then your left ankle on your right thigh. Lift up your right foot, left hand through the hole. I say that so often in class. I try to say it so slow, and people will still take the right hand through the hole, and it's like left hand. That's why I say, everybody wave at me with your left hand. And they'll go like this, and then they'll go, oh, wait, that's not my left. So it's okay. I do it too. I'll say right, and all of a sudden I'm on the left, and I meant right, but I'm on the left. So just keep checking in. And if you make a mistake, join the crowd. Just fix it. Keep moving forward. Keep breathing deeply. Keep relaxing, calming the nervous system. Allowing yourself to be your perfectly imperfect self. And then we'll lower the right foot, lift up the left leg. Roll around the ankle, point and flex a few times. And then place your left foot down next to your right. Preparing for bridge. Hands by your side, close to the body. So not relaxed, close to the body. Palms down. Fingertips active. If you want your feet closer, move your feet back more. But if you have back issues, scoot your feet a little bit away from your butt. Take a breath in, supported spine so the back presses down. On an exhale, don't squeeze your glutes. That's the first thing we usually do. Press down with your feet. Don't even lift your back yet. Press down and in with your feet. Now articulate your spine one vertebra at a time off the mat. Orange under the chin. Tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Jaw relaxed, lips not pressing. Now you have options. Option, stay here. Option, interlace your fingers. If you interlace your fingers, press your palms together. It's not relaxed. It's not. It's together. It's strong. It's tucking the arm bones under the body. Make sure you have your orange under your chin. Make sure the inner foot is grounded down. Make sure you're not squeezing your glutes. Each time you change the arms, check in with the glutes. Reach the arms up and over your head. Option number 3. Orange under the chin. And if your arms went back, your hips should lift a little higher. Don't squeeze your glutes. Ground down with your feet. Focus on your foundation, and everything else elevates. But in order to elevate, you have to feel the grounding, the stability. Your final option would be a full wheel. Inhale, fingertips face your toes. Slowly lift yourself up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So wherever you are, if you want to inhale, lift your left leg. Lower the left leg, and inhale, lift your right. Lower the right, left hand to the belly. Right hand to the belly. Both hands to the belly. Just kidding. Making sure you're paying attention. Lower. All the way down. Float your feet up. My husband just shook his head at me in shame. Roll around your ankles. Roll around your wrists. I roll around the wrist because I know full wheel people were feeling it here. But you can also observe the sensation, breathe into it, and on the exhale, watch the sensation fade, but keep your awareness on it. Keep your awareness on it. On your next inhale, we're going to bring the right knee in and slowly lower the left foot down. With your left hand, guide your right knee to the left for your final twisting pose. Now in this pose, if you had an option to bring your right knee down or your right shoulder down, I want you to choose the right shoulder. Inhale back to center and switch. Bring your left knee in. Stretch your right leg out. With your right hand, guide your left knee to the right. Choose shoulder or knee. Choose the shoulder. Relax your face and jaw. Allow yourself this experience. Focus on your deep Ujjayi breathing. The breath gets compromised every time we twist, so I want you to try to breathe a little bigger every time. Inhale back to center. Bring both knees in. Lift up your head and give yourself a nice hug. Lower your head. Take your arms under the legs. Let your knees go wide. Bear claw your hands so it's a hook of the hands. Thumbs are on the outside. Knees are wide. Let your knees rock side to side. And then we'll bring the soles of our feet together. Keep our hands on our legs. Keep a nice supported spine. And lower your feet down. Now, if your feet went down and your back completely lifted away from the mat, either place your feet on a block. That's going to help bring you into a supported spine. Or just stretch your legs all the way out to each corners of your mat. And if you have a block or two, you'll need two. I love, this is one of my favorite Shavasana, is where I take 2 blocks underneath my legs. Oh, it feels so good. I only have 1 block though. So I won't use it unless I place it right underneath my inner legs. Oh, it feels so good. So wherever you are, whatever you decided for your final pose should be a deep relaxation. Do the scan of your body again, from your toes all the way up your legs, your pelvis, your upper back, the shoulders, your arms, your head, your neck, your jaw, your face. This is the most important part of the class, is this moment. Doctors are always recommending people to do yoga. I had this 63-year-old man come and take my 6 a.m. class religiously. He said his doctor recommended yoga. He said his doctor didn't know what kind of yoga I was teaching, so he wasn't sure if he was recommending that. But this gentleman said, Edgar is his name, Edgar said he felt so great in this pose at the end of class, and he knew that this is why the doctor said, try yoga to calm the mind, calm the body, with deep breathing to calm the nervous system. So I encourage you to stay another 5 minutes here, longer. Thank you so much for being a part of my class. Infinite blessings and gratitude. Namaste.